Hey, welcome back. You know, medical detectives can help predict your likelihood of cancers from the famed UT Southwestern Simmons Cancer Center. Good morning, Dr. Theodora Ross. You really are a cancer detective in a way.
Or, yeah, looking for genes that are broken in people that cause them to have a cancer syndrome.
Yeah, and there are different causes. There might be environmental causes, very frequently genetic causes like mutations. Sometimes, is it just a crapshoot sometimes that something goes wrong in the body?
Well, when you develop a tumor, there are additional mutations, if you have inherited it, that are by chance. We call those sporadic mutations. Sporadic is by chance. So yes, there is bad luck combined with the environment,
right,
and combined with what you inherited.
But you say it's very important for all of us to know our family history and to be very aggressive about finding out what did my father and mother die of, and my grandmother and my grandfather. Find out what the causes of death were. I
think that's really important. Knowing your genetic inheritance is key. A lot of people think, well, you know, what's the upside? There's nothing good about finding out that I'm at risk for X, Y, or Z. Mm-hmm. But the reality is there is an upside, and that knowing your family history, that can, you know, be one of the best health tools we have. It's pretty fascinating too, just from that point of view.
And the tools available for treating or curing cancers now are much better than they were. I mean, just
and for preventing cancer.
Exactly, exactly.
And knowing what the cause of a cancer is the first step to getting to that point of a cure.
One of the problems with the family tree is sometimes people lie or don't know.
Oh, yes. Yes, so the issue is accuracy in your genetic inheritance and finding out what your real family history is. It's a huge issue. There's been a lot published on that, you know, when somebody says, my dad had adrenal cancer, the more likely thing is that they had a smoking-induced lung cancer that set up a second home in the adrenal. So your genetic expert, mostly genetic counselors, they fell from heaven. They will help you figure that out. They'll tell you what to be skeptical about. They'll go to your family's doctor and say, hey, I'd like to find out more. They'll get the records if they can.
Will my insurance, if I, first of all, when do I know that I have reason to worry about this?
I think when you're starting to worry that you might have a family history of cancer that's putting you at risk.
Are there certain cancers that are more likely to have genetic links? In other words, if I have pancreatic cancer in my family, I should be really worried.
You should. I'm not sure worried is the right word, maybe concerned. Think about it. But yes, if pancreatic cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer at an early age, any kind of cancer that happens earlier than the rest of the population that gets that cancer, I would say, hey, you know, doc, can you send me to a genetic counselor? I'd like to learn more about this and whether or not I'm at risk, and whether I need to have a test that will tell me whether or not I have to do X, Y, or Z to live a longer, happier life.
And you may then end up doing some medical detective work on your own, talking to that, as you refer to Aunt Blabby, who knows the history of everybody in the family, and actually going back and trying to find some medical records, perhaps.
And Aunt Blabby can be correct, but frequently she's also not correct. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of confusion about where that tumor came from. And so I think getting a genetic expert to help you is very useful.
If I have reason to be concerned, will the insurance cover it?
Yes. If a genetic counselor looks at your family history and they say, I think this is the syndrome that you probably have, or you have a more than 10% chance of having this syndrome, the insurance company will most likely pay for the genetic test.
That is terrific information. Thanks for your work, and work with those genetic detectives that you work with, the counselors as well. Once again, the book is called A Cancer in the Family. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We've got more to come here on Good Day.